everybody, Panzer King back here in the Lion's Den as usual. But today I bring you a special edition of the Soviet propaganda machine, PRAVDA. So basically this is going to be done whenever the Soviet Union wants to do it. They can do it many turns back to back or in between turns. PRAVDA, there's no control over them because they tell you the truth, and that's exactly what PRAVDA is all about. We won't be misguiding you with any certain propaganda. The Soviet people deserve the truth, and they must know the truth. And basically, this is going to be a review of what's going on with Operation Skyhook and all the interesting things happening so far in 1937. So, let's dive right in here. Right now, we are doing this newscast in 1937, and we are currently following the winter season, and Britain has just finished its turn, and we're going to see what they have done. They've increased a medium factory, or increased from minor to medium here, up there in the northern regions of Scotland. And they also finished a light carrier to join the home fleet there with the Rodney and her support vessels. Down here, the Canadians moved the Queen's Own's light infantry over here into the British Midlands. Sneaky little guys, I wonder what they're doing. Probably trying to reinforce the United Kingdom, just in case something happens. But I know our fascist allies are not going to be doing any of that nonsense. They seem to be very honorable as of late. Sad news in Spain, though. The Republicans tried a desperate attack on Franco, and unfortunately, everyone was lost. But at least now, the fascist dictatorship can take over the rest of Spain, and at least law and order can be restored to Spain, because we definitely know that the United Kingdom or the USSA do not care about such things happening in Europe. The United States didn't do too much. They just stuck to their home front and build and saved money where they can and when they can. They did, however, we'll zoom over here, upgrade a medium factory in San Francisco to a major factory, but they're keeping their fleet home as well as they should. They just have to protect their interests in North and South America. Nothing to worry about here, but unfortunately, the Japanese, well, they decided to declare war on China. And not only that, they declared war in Suiyang and took the old capital of Beijing. And down here, they even invaded the Hainan Islands and took Shantung. So right now, because of that act of aggression, all of the warlords have now become KMT aligned, and they've decided to fight for Chiang Kai-shek and his capitalist ideals. Unfortunately, none of them have joined the true people of the communist revolution. The Soviets might have to keep a close eye on this, because we are worried about our little brothers in China, since they're surrounded by, whether it be capitalists or fascists or whatever you want to call it, but definitely our CCP brothers are very much cut off from the rest of the world right now. So the Far East Command, they have done not too much. They've moved a few of their ships and moved over here into this sector, just north of New Britain, near Rabaul. And then over here, they decided to expand their industrial capacity and build a minor factory in Bombay. So we'll see what those darn Far East commanders are up to. They might want to be able to move here as well as move there in case the Italians make a move. Abyssinia still has not fallen, even though the Italians and the Abyssinians are currently at war. Looks like the French are coming in to hopefully reinforce the situation, or try to tell those darn Italians, listen, we don't want any conflict. So we'll see what happens there. Definitely Mr. Scribbit's next turn is up, and we will see if Abyssinia falls or Haile Selassie, the leader of Abyssinia, is able to fend off Mussolini's crap Italian troops. But who knows, right? And let's look at that. We got the Revenge class, the Ramillies, down here guarding the port of Alexandria. As well as we got a small international fleet here with British ships, as well as a French submarine and 2 Russian ships just in this very highly strategic point. We have German U-boats off of South America. We have French submarines off South America as well. Those French, I tell you, you just can't trust them. But on the home front in Pravda here, the Black Sea Fleet is doing well. We have moved our coastal submarine here off the coast of Alexandria to monitor those sneaky British. As I said before, we have our fleet just off the coast of Gibraltar. But if we scan up north, we also have the home Russian fleet here with our capital ship, the heavy cruiser Kirov. And over here we have 2 ships, a submarine and a torpedo destroyer, heading into the Indian Ocean for a secret Russian operative mission. But we can't tell the public of that, of course, because we want to make sure that our comrades are safe. Back home, we have 6 mighty Russian armies, all slowly gathering in strength to make sure that we show our European brothers that we mean business. And we have troops in Karelia, Leningrad, Smolensk, Kursk, Sevastopol, and even down here in Transjordan. And we were successfully developed the new PO2 bomber here for our forces, and we sent it out east to at least give some air support to our defending forces in the Far East. So that is very important for the Russians to keep their sovereignty. And of course, we have to make sure that the Iranians are not going to do any aggressive acts on our homeland. There's been rumors of them deciding to attack us in a few turns, or possibly even a year from now. The Russian people will not let that happen. We will attack first to show we mean business, but hopefully they'll come to their senses. Mongolia, we cannot trust these Mongolians. They were not happy when Tanatuva aligned with the Soviet Union, but nonetheless they did. And now we have to make sure they do not fall to the Japanese onslaught. And there's a lot of rising suns slowly keep creeping up in the east, especially with this super fleet here. Down here we got the Nagato, the Mutsu, the Congo. We have 2 Taiyo and 1 Mogami class heavy cruisers, 2 Oi light class cruisers, a few destroyers, light carrier, the heavy carrier Kaga, and then we have 5 transports along with some support vessels. So who knows what's going to happen in the next year, 1938, but feel free to comment, everybody. The Soviet Union wants to know if you're on our side, then tell us what you think, because definitely the Red Bear is slowly waking from its slumber. We'll see you guys again in 1938.